Hey guys, what's up? My name's Reno, and I have never ever posted a video online for anything ever before. So this is the first time, and I apologize in advance, but this video is not only being filmed by a complete and total amateur, but also by someone who has absolutely no experience with cameras or the internet as far as communicating with people goes. And I'm filming this on my phone, of all things. So if you can bear with me, I'd appreciate input on the video here, just on a content, on the content side of it here. So basically I'm doing a review right now of Mass Effect 3 Play Arts Kai figure collection from Square Enix. And this is the lovely box that it comes with here. It's very large. The figure itself is about 9 inches tall, 9.5 inches tall. It's a good solid figure. I paid about $70 for it with shipping. There's the back of the box. There's kind of cool images of Garrus Vakarian being awesome. There's Ashley Williams and M. Shep. And lots of Japanese. Square Enix. Why are you doing this? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's the box. A pretty heavy duty. It's kind of cool. It comes with like this velcroed front with like a little bio on Garrus. Talks a little bit about the weapons he comes with. He comes with the M29 Incisor and the M15 Vindicator. You cannot hardly read that at all, by the way. That's a terrible place to put that. Anyway, so he comes with 2 additional weapons. So here's the sniper rifle. As you can see, I've got one of his. He comes with an additional set of hands. I've got one of his gun hands attached just because getting that baby on there was a real pain in the butt. It's a good, solid grip, and he holds the guns very well, but getting the 3 fingers wrapped around the gun there was a real chore. So probably not going to take that hand off of there ever. So that's the incisor, and then kind of put this like, I don't know. Again, apologize for the amateuriness of the video. There's the Vindicator being all vindicating. Vindicating, yeah, words. Making them with my face. Okay, so, yeah, so there's his weapons. Again, he comes with a set of hands. He's extremely articulate, and you're going to see here, I've actually got 2 of him. No, I'm not that obsessed. I'm actually replacing one. I had to contact the company that I bought it from to get one of them replaced, simply on account of, as I'm throwing my keyboard on the ground, focusing on his crotch as well while I'm doing it. Yeah, that's classy. Okay, so essentially this is the one that needs replaced, and we can see why. When I took him out of the box, his arm decided it was going to stay in the box. Which was really unfortunate, because that is the only thing wrong with this figure. The ball joint, if you can kind of see it there, is split, and no amount of me fiddling with it has resulted in me being able to get it back in or to seal the ball joint so that it will stay in place. It just falls right out no matter what I do, and the nature of the joint itself makes it so that I can't even glue it in there, otherwise his arm isn't going to be as mobile as it needs to be in order to do things like hold the gun and, do the cool poses and things that, action figures do. So, let's have a quick look here at the overall quality of the figure. The quality of the figure is great. The articulation, the amount of detail in the figure itself is phenomenal. His armor, this is obviously the classic Mass Effect 3 armor, looks great. Coloring is wonderful. You can see his crazy little weirdo feet there. And overall, it's a beautiful figure. His face is white, not quite sure why. As you can see, his eyes are little tiny dinky things, hardly visible, but he's got his classic visor there, which is nice. Of course, that's like the quintessential Garrus equipment there. The scar, I think they could have done a little bit better, kind of bringing it out. It's a little hard to distinguish. I may even do a moderate repaint, just because his face is really white for some reason. I don't know why. They are very top-heavy. Top-heavy. Getting him to stand up or do anything is really difficult. I'll have to get him a stand so that he can actually do most of the poses that they say he can do, because he weighs probably a good pound just up top. He's solid, very heavy. This is the guy that they sent to replace him, and I don't want him, and I'll tell you why. This is why I decided to make the video, because the construction of these guys is what bugs me. So Garrus number 2 here, and kind of line him up so you can see him a bit better. It's kind of hard to see. If you have a look at him, his midsection is really wonky. This here little cod piece that's supposed to represent the lower half of his body here sits very high on the left side. And the thigh on the left side, let me move his arm here, is for some reason it sticks out a lot. And this piece isn't able to come down as far as it needs to, thus resulting in a crooked midsection. You can kind of see it a little bit better from the back here. See, it looks like he's kind of like thrusting his hip out. It's like, yeah, Garrus Vakarian, what you gonna do about it? Anyway, so that was my best Garrus impression. Leave your applause and comments below. Don't though, really. So, his joints are all really nice. One of the things I want to mention about these figures is that the joints themselves, when they're not broken, bye, are really nice. They have this really great kind of, trying to do this with one hand, apologize. But you hear that? That's a great, like, clicking noise. So he's very posable. He holds his poses very well, even the really weird ones that look like he's probably just broken his wrist. So, you know, they sent me this one. The company that I bought it through sent me this one. I pre-ordered this back in probably August, September, like right when they went on pre-order. So I've been waiting months for this figure, and then they send it, and his arm is off. Your arm's off. His was a flesh wound. Anyway, and then they send me Captain Wonky pants. Like, quite literally, your pants. They wonky. You can kind of see, one of the other things that really bugs me is right here. It's kind of hard to focus in on. You can see a little bit better from the back, but that right there is the edge of his midsection piece, which goes down into the T joint, which holds his legs in place. And I can't get that to stay up. Because of the way it's seated, it just falls right down and exposes that line, which does not happen on this one. This one, as you can see we can do like a little side-by-side comparison of Garrus booties here. All the girls say, yo, or guys, whatever. So you can see just kind of how wonky and like sideways he is comparatively. And, you know, I've kind of got him sort of laying on his side and whatnot right now, but even when I have them standing straight up and like a pose for pose kind of movement, he's still crooked. So my question to you lot is, has anyone else picked up any of these figures? Has anyone else had any problems with them? Obviously, paying $70 for this action figure, I kind of expected a bit of quality. I kind of expected them, at the very least, to be put together well, you know. And one's arm is off, and the other one, his midsection is just too uncool for school. So, yeah. You know, I'd love to hear from other people who have bought other figures. It doesn't have to be Garrus specifically. You know, any of the other figures from even any other of the Play Art series. I have a couple of various Play Arts up on my wall there from Final Fantasy. I've never taken them out of the box, so I don't know what kind of quality they're in. But I know they're not these, you know, these highly articulate, super detailed figures. They're just kind of the little generic action figure versions. So, you know, I would love to hear about what other people think, you know, other experiences they've had with Play Arts in general. Is this a company I should just avoid altogether? You know, if you guys have had any success, you know, repairing or making changes to these figures, I would greatly appreciate it if somebody could let me know what I can do in order to fix this ball joint in any way, shape, or form so that his arm would stay in place and still be functional. I have thought about popping the arm off of this guy and dropping it on here in the hopes that the ball joint would be good to go, but I am worried about actually damaging the other ball joint. These, like I said, these joints are really good when they're attached. They're solid. And I don't want to break it. I don't want to do further damage to either figure. And I just feel like maybe if I could get them repaired, that would be the best solution. Because I really don't want Mr. Wonky sections. His midsection really irritates me. So, yeah, leave your comments in the description, or under the description, I guess. Again, my very first video, never ever done one of these before, never posted anything online before, so I apologize about shaky cam, bad angles, poor lighting, and me, and my lack of scripting and whatnot. So, yeah. Again, this has been a quick sort of little review / complaint about the Mass Effect 3 Play Arts Kai series from Square Enix on Garrus Vakarian. And thank you so much for watching, and look forward to hearing from you guys. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your year, since I guess we've only got 2 fabulously short months left. And then the end of the world. Reapers. So yeah, thanks again.